broke my finger the other day, which kind of sucks, but on the other hand, it was completely fine. What's going on, YouTube? So today, I couldn't resist talking about the Daedric keys, because for those of you who don't know, a year ago, I made a video about these keys, and it just skyrocketed the channel. It was the second video that really helped kind of cement me at my place in the YouTube algorithm. I don't really know how else to describe it. For some reason, it was this year in the Jubilee event that YouTube was like, let's pump out these videos, which is great for me because it also helped encourage me to get better and better at YouTube and brought more people to the channel who you guys have been encouraging. And honestly, too, you guys give a lot of insight to good video ideas. Then back then, that was actually a suggestion from a viewer who was like, how the hell do we use these keys? And one of you guys yesterday was like, how do I use these keys? So as always, because it's event specific, I try to push out these videos before others. So here you guys go. So as you've been doing the Zenthar event, you'll be noticing that you're going to get a lot of keys. And some of you who are unfamiliar with the Imperial City might not necessarily know what to do with these keys. I am here to answer that for you. It is exceptionally simple. Basically, every single zone in the entirety of the Imperial City, all these little chopped off little areas, have their own vault. You take these keys around, and you go and open the vaults. Exceptionally simple, and it's relatively fast to do. I would also encourage you to do it. Now, apparently, I don't know this for certain, if you have I believe 10,000 Telvar, you also have a chance to get some motive styles from the Imperial City. I've not been able to see that on anything confirmed. I believe it's the Nibonese Wizard, something or other, you have a chance to get, which are not exceptionally valuable. It's probably actually more valuable that you don't risk the Telvar, but also there's not a lot of conflict in the Imperial City, especially if you guys go and do this on like a weekday in the morning. So it might be something just a risk worth doing, especially if you play on PC where there's a lot more inflation, so Telvar is not worth as much as it is on console, relatively. But let's show you guys how to go around the route. So to quickly put on our tinfoil hats here, I have heard that if you have a 4 times Telvar multiplier, or just a multiplier in general, you're actually able to get a better chance to get the Nibonese Court Wizard from these vaults. So that is a motive page that drops from these. You can also get the Javin armor and weapon style pages, but apparently that's not affected. I would say, though, that 10,000 Telvar is probably just not worth risking, if I am being completely honest with you, because you could just buy those motive pages for a lot cheaper than you would if you died once. So I don't necessarily suggest that, but I thought that that was relatively interesting. And overall, I think it's just generally worth doing. My general suggestion is, as you can see even when I was doing this earlier, that I didn't have all the keys, but what I did is I just went in a circle, just opened all of them. Because once you go in there, if you have like say 5 keys, you can just open that chest 5 times. You don't have to like walk in and out or do anything random like that. So overall, it is exceptionally simple, and there's a couple achievements that go with it, none of which really give you anything super good, but I figure this is just a good way for you guys to see myself doing it. This is actually me doing it a while ago, so that's why the video quality is a little cattywampus. And I did this without any Telvar because, I mean, unless you play on PC where Telvar is not worth as much, but I just don't see the Nibonese Court Wizards motifs being worth staking and worth risking, because you die once, you're losing 5k, so it's just not worth it. Now you can see here, you do get some of the willpower and stuff. Is any of that worth selling? I do think that there is a little bit of a resale value on some of these pieces that you could get, agility, willpower, and whatnot. I definitely think that they have their niches, and I definitely don't think that they're worthless, but I also don't think that they're going to be anything, unfortunately, extraordinary for you either. So keep that kind of little piece in the back of your head, that the rewards are not really worth staking for, in my opinion. But I still would encourage you guys to do it. I actually just think Imperial City is one of the cooler zones, in my opinion, because, like, you know, it's one of the only places that's like a mix of PvP It's got decent rewards through and through, and overall, it's a fun place. You know, it's like Cyrodiil but condensed. You know, Cyrodiil, I think the biggest complaint that at least I have and a lot of my friends have is that you are constantly running from place to place to place to get to conflict, combat, rewards, anything. The Imperial City, it's just all right there for you. So this is just my ramblings as I let previous Jake go and pick up all these rewards here. Nothing super exciting, unfortunately, but I definitely do think it's one of the ways that you guys can easily really get some additional rewards for your Xanthar experience while your cat sits on you and watches your previous stuff and things. And as always, once you're done, especially if you got your Telvar, don't forget that you can just queue to Cyrodiil, accept the queue invite, and boom, you are out. You don't have to go into the sewers. You don't have to walk your way past those flag bosses. You are home free. So I hope this video was helpful. I know my cat's been sitting here patiently this whole time, listening intently, so I think that she found it exceptionally helpful, even though now she's leaving, because she already knows about our 3 giveaway drawing. So to make it simpler for everybody, I have condensed it into, instead of a random comment, a random like, a random subscription, and then a random word to be flashed upon the screen. But as some of you pointed out, that a lot of you watch this while driving or you listen to it, and instead of being responsible for car accidents, I will also flash an audio cue, just like a little ding, ding, and then you guys will be able to then hear that, and then see the thing that's flashed in the bottom corner of the screen, and then you'll be able to comment it below to win. But always, comments and everything else always help, and I always enjoy the discussion. I just kind of felt that sometimes, like, it's a little bit, I saw a lot of comments are being removed for spam because people were just commenting the same things. So I didn't want people to feel like they had to keep commenting random things and words like M&Ms, potato chips, yada yada. And then 2, it's just easier to hit the like button. So that's why I switched it around. So thank you guys so much again. Happy Saturday, and I love you all. Bye, guys.
You better remember to like and subscribe to Jake Clips. Or you should. I might have to pluck your eyes if you don't. Or, better yet, I'll skip rope with your entrails. Do it now. Subscribe. Ta-ta. Off with you.
Just sad that my cat left me. She's sitting over here. You guys can't see her because she's just next to this pillow right here. Well, she didn't want to record with me anymore. Hurt.